Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 771 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Apple's newly announced Tap to Pay feature might allow for merchants to accept crypto as a payment. EQOS has launched Bitcoin-dated futures with physical settlement, and Russia's government and central bank have agreed on regulating cryptocurrencies. But just before we get into the show today, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so Apple, which trades on the Nasdaq as AAPL, has announced an upcoming contactless point-of-sale feature for the iPhone called Tap to Pay, which according to the press release will be available for payment platforms and app developers to integrate into their iOS apps and offer as a payment option to their business customers. Given that the press release lists other digital wallets as an accepted payment form, a piece from Cointelegraph today suggests that it may allow merchants to accept crypto through offerings such as Coinbase's Coinbase card and the Crypto.com Visa card. Both of these work by converting a user's cryptocurrency into fiat for use in transactions. Coinbase, by the way, trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker COIN. Moving along, Equinix Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq as EQOS, has announced the launch of Bitcoin-dated futures with physical settlement. The company's interim CEO, Andrew Eldon, explained, quote, "We still see a gap in the exchange marketplace to better serve traders who are looking for safe access to products and strategies from traditional finance to exploit and hedge against the volatility of crypto market trading. We are removing the barriers to entry by delivering a regulated crypto exchange and by adding institutional-grade products to our customers' toolkits. We have been very deliberate in building a business that sits at the intersection of traditional finance and the future of finance. Those who already understand the merits of basis trading will be particularly appreciative of this product launch, but we are also providing educational resources to help those wanting to learn how to broaden their trading approaches for risk management or to capture yield." End quote. The Russian government and central bank have agreed on a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. This is according to an official report. According to the announcement, the purpose of the regulation is to integrate the mechanism for the circulation of digital currencies into the financial system and ensure control over cash flows in the circuit of credit institutions. This all follows news last month that the country's central bank sought a nationwide ban on cryptocurrencies. It is not without the usual trepidations surrounding crypto regulation and as such mentions plans, for instance, for an obligation for market participants to inform citizens about the increased risks associated with digital currencies. An excerpt, loosely translated, reads, quote, "The implementation of the concept will ensure the creation of the necessary regulatory framework, will bring the digital currency industry out of the shadows, and create the possibility of legal business activities." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.